Lust is not just a struggle, it is a war. And the tragedy is that most people are losing this war without even realizing it, until the destruction is already carved deep into their soul. Lust doesn't come knocking on your door, announcing itself as the enemy. It slips in quietly, disguised as a harmless thought, a curious glance, a moment of boredom, or a way to fill loneliness. And by the time you recognize what it really is, it's already spread like a virus through your heart, corroding your discipline, distorting your sense of love, and reshaping the way you see others, and even yourself. It is not just about sexual urges or private temptations. It is about the condition of your soul, the focus of your mind, and the trajectory of your entire life. Lust doesn't just touch what you do behind closed doors. It touches who you are becoming when no one is watching. And here's the truth most people refuse to face. Lust is not a private battle. It has public consequences. It erodes your integrity when you think no one sees. It chips away at your self-respect in ways you don't even notice. It turns real connection into empty performance. It rewires your brain to crave surfaces instead of souls, pleasure instead of purpose. And it slowly drains you of the power you were created to carry. Look around this generation. How many men are walking around, not as warriors, but as shells of who they could be, drained not because they're lazy or unmotivated, but because they've handed over their energy, their vision, their drive to the silent slavery of lust. How many women feel unseen because the men around them can no longer see past flesh? You were not created to be a slave to pixels, fantasies, and cravings. You were made for something greater, something deeper, something real. Lust is not a toy you play with. It is a parasite that feeds on your potential, and the more you indulge it, the weaker you become. And the scariest thing is how easily we justify it. We blame women for how they dress, men for how they behave, culture for how it sells, the internet for how it tempts. But none of that excuses the decisions you make in the silence of your thoughts. Because lust doesn't begin in the body, it begins in the mind. It starts as imagination, as lingering thoughts you allow yourself to entertain, as fantasies you rehearse in secret until they manifest in real choices. And the dangerous thing is this: what you tolerate in your thoughts, you normalize in your life. That just one more scroll, that just one more glance, that just one more time becomes habit, and habit becomes identity. And before you even realize it, you're not just dabbling in lust, you're living in it. It becomes the filter through which you see people, and you begin to lose the ability to experience real love because lust has numbed your heart, dulled your spirit, and robbed you of the sacredness of connection. This is why porn is not just a problem, it's a poison. It's not entertainment, it's enslavement. It is spiritual anesthesia. It dulls your empathy. It severs your capacity to bond. It rewires your brain to believe that people are only as valuable as how much they arouse you. It promises you pleasure and delivers emptiness. It offers relief and leaves you with regret. It tells you are in control while silently chaining you in shame. And shame is the perfect prison guard because it keeps you isolated, hiding, pretending everything is fine while your spirit bleeds out in silence. But here is the truth that can break those chains. You are not your addiction. You are not your cravings. You are not your urges. You are not your mistakes. You are not beyond redemption. You are not broken beyond repair. Because as long as there is breath in your lungs, there is still power inside you. There is still choice inside you. There is still a voice inside you that can rise up and declare war on the very thing trying to kill you. But hear me. You cannot be passive. You cannot hope this gets better. You cannot sit back and wait for freedom to find you, because lust is not waiting. Lust is hunting. Lust is digging deeper every single day you delay the fight. Freedom does not come by accident. It comes by war, and war is not gentle. War is not convenient. War is not comfortable. You must kill what is killing you. Cut off what feeds it. Burn the bridges to every trigger. Delete the apps. Block the sites. Cancel the subscriptions. Stop following the accounts. Rip it out at the root. And don't lie to yourself with just one more time, because there is no one more time. There is only freedom or bondage, and every compromise is a chain tightening around your soul. And don't you dare believe the lie that this is harmless, because it is not. Lust destroys marriages, but before that, it destroys manhood. It destroys womanhood. It destroys leadership. It destroys creativity. It destroys your ability to live with purpose and passion. Ask the man who can't look his wife in the eyes. Ask the young man who can't get out of bed because his spirit is drained, not his body. Ask the father who feels disconnected from his children because his heart is chained to a screen. Ask the woman who feels like nothing but a body because the men in her life can no longer see her soul. Lust is not a game. It is a war for your soul, and it will not stop until it owns you entirely or you kill it completely. But there is hope. There is always hope, and it begins with brutal honesty, because you cannot heal what you are still hiding. You cannot conquer what you are still entertaining. You cannot change what you are still justifying. You must look yourself in the mirror and declare with fire, I refuse to be ruled by this any longer. That is not shame. That is strength. That is not weakness. That is war. And this war can be won, but it will not be won by simply saying no to lust. It will only be won when you start saying yes to something bigger. Yes to purpose. Yes to love that isn't selfish. Yes to a life that isn't built on regret. Yes to discipline. Yes to a legacy that will outlive you. You cannot just remove lust. You must replace it. Replace it with passion, with mission, with creation, with service, with growth, with connection. Read. Train. Building serve. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to rise. Isolation is the oxygen of lust. Connection is its death sentence. Tell someone the truth. Open your mouth, because you are not the only one struggling, but you might be the only one still hiding. And the longer you hide, the longer you stay stuck. Bring it into the light, because what lives in the dark dies in the light. Every small victory matters. Every time you say no, you take your power back. Every time you close the screen, walk away, breathe, pray, you are breaking chains. You may stumble. You may fall. But falling is not failure. Quitting is. So do not quit. Do not surrender. Fight like your soul depends on it, because it does. On the other side of this war is a version of you that you can't even imagine. Stronger, purer, freer, more alive than you've ever been. A person who conquers lust does not just gain self-control, they gain their destiny. And this broken world desperately needs men and women like that. People who do not bow to impulse, but walk in purpose. People who do not treat others like objects, but like treasures. People who do not live for cheap pleasure, but for deep, eternal significance. You can be that person. You were created to be that person. But you have to make the decision today. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Today. Kill what is killing you. Burn every bridge to your bondage. Choose freedom over chains and life over death. And every single day remind yourself, I am not a slave. I am not my past. I am not my urges. I am not my mistakes. I am powerful. I am focused. I am committed. I am free. Say it until you believe it, then live it until the chains fall. Lust is a liar, but you are stronger than the lie, and the life waiting for you on the other side of this battle is worth every scar, every tear, every fight. Stand tall, armor up, and wage war, because this is not just about desire, this is about destiny, and this is a war you can win.